Hey, welcome to Fix It for Josh's Sake. I'm Josh, as you may have guessed. Today I want to show you a little trick I've learned over the years on how to fix up rust and crud and corrosion on any of my black painted parts on a vintage motorcycle. So let's get into this. I pulled the battery out of this motorcycle last night and was really surprised at how rusted it was in here all around in this box. It was pretty nasty, and this clip goes up like that and bolts in. But I want to show you what I do when I come upon a problem like this. So I'll get myself a little stainless steel brush. I picked these up at Menards there's a 3-pack of them for like $2.50 or something like that. Home Depot has them. Harbor Freight will have them too. Get myself a screwdriver. I mean, the bigger the tip, the better to bust off any edges of the paint that's still corroded. And then a rag, of course. And I'll get in here and I'll just scrub away and get this all to break loose. And then once I have it all broke loose, I will wipe it away. And that looks pretty good, right? Well, what's amazing is this stuff. Now, when I was a kid, I loved testers for painting my model cars and model airplanes and that sort of thing. And a year or two ago, a buddy of mine who lives just over the river, he has a YouTube channel called Let's Fix Something. He was saying he uses these on his snowmobiles every once in a while to knock out some rust. And so I'm going to use a semi-gloss black by Testors, and I just use a brush that I really don't care about because I don't feel like washing it out when I'm done. It's a one-time use kind of thing, but you put this Testors on all over this rust, get yourself a nice basic coat of black paint, and it kills the rust. I'm really surprised. It's almost like a rust inhibiting primer paint situation. And obviously in this battery box we don't care too much. We are just trying to stop it from continuing to rust away and maybe eat the metal. And so I'm just showing you here what I'm going to be doing in the next few minutes, and I'll give you a wrap-up video too of how things went. There's a couple things I want to point out so that you have more success with your touch-up on anything that's rusting on your black metal on your bike. These Testors do separate, and so make sure that you're really shaking them really well before you start applying them, or you will get a clear coat on your metal, but it will not, which probably will stop the rust, but it will not blend in as much. Secondly, on any of these motorcycle frames, I've done this on 5 bikes now, the satin black that you have on your frame, or the paint that you have on your frame, seems to match really nicely with the semi-gloss. It's really hard to see, hard to focus on this. Let me see if but it'll say semi-gloss black, and that's the critical point, because this Testors black paint will come in gloss black, it'll come in flat black, but you really need to get the semi-gloss black or you won't get it to match as much. This is still wet. I guess I'm a little hasty in shooting this video, but the corrosion stopped. Everything's nice and clean now. I'm going to let it dry and put my battery back in and get this bike running. Another thing is, if you do drip any paint anywhere around on the bike and you need to clean it up, alcohol and a rag works really well for knocking that out. The third thing is, you get what you pay for. I bought these cheap ass brushes, and they do lose bristles. If you look really close, you can see some of the bristles are stuck in the paint. Like I said, I don't care because I just want to stop corrosion. But if you're trying to somehow do something a little fancier, get a better set of brushes that don't lose bristles. And then the third thing is that it's important to saturate your brush really well. I can't show you because it's all gone. I used up all my paint, but I really actually saturate my brush completely and get those bristles totally covered in black paint and work it out a few times, brushing it off so that we have a lot of good paint coat. We're not just trying to dip the tip of the brush in and put it on. We're gonna get this whole brush full of paint so that when we put it on the metal that's rusty, it coats thoroughly and gives us a nice, good protection from the future rust. All right, hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching Fix It for Josh's Sake. Best of luck on fixing up your bikes out there.